Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My name is Sequita Collins and welcome to the We Cultivate Wealth podcast. Today we're going to be talking about beliefs. And we're going to talk about 4 beliefs that are keeping you poor, keeping you broke, keeping you struggling, keeping you in the rat race. When it comes to finances, when it comes to building riches, and when it comes to building wealth. I spoke in a previous podcast about we don't have what we want and desire because we don't believe that we deserve it. There is a belief that is blocking us from the wealth that we desire and that we deserve. What I realize is belief determines what we will have in our life. Our belief determines where we'll live, where we will work, how much money we will make. Our belief systems are pretty much compasses in our life. They direct our path. So today we're going to talk about belief. And I want you to understand that when it comes to wealth and building wealth, there are beliefs that are keeping you broke, keeping you poor, keeping you struggling. And we're going to talk about 4. And this is a very condensed list because there are so many. The first one is that going after money is selfish, that it's wrong, and that it's ungodly. Nope. Most of us, well, I'm going to say me. I grew up believing that money was kind of a bad thing, that you couldn't have a lot of it. You could have just enough of it to pay your bills. You know, I also, even with that, I thought that rich people took money from poor people. I had to realize rich people are not taking money from poor people because poor people ain't got no money. Or they spend all their money on things that they consume versus on things that they can produce. You know, and with that, I felt that only certain people were able to get lots of money. That rich people, it was like a special person that God chose them to be rich, and that it wasn't available to someone like me. And I believed that for so long. And for so long in my adult life, and although I may not have consciously spoke it, unconsciously it was a belief. And I saw how it dictated my life and how I spent my money. And, you know, where I spent my money and what I used my money for. Because it was like, if I had too much of it, that I wouldn't be a good person. So I was like, okay. I know that is untrue. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to also understand that is a false, that is an untrue. 2, money can't buy you happiness. Let me tell you something. Money can buy you happiness. It can buy you options. It can buy you freedom. It can buy you meaningful experiences. Money can do a lot. You can take your family on vacation. You can even provide a better quality of life for your children. You can give them a head start in life. You can pay for their education so that they're not bogged down by student loans. So money can buy a lot of happiness. What if you can take your family on an all-exclusive vacation to like Jamaica and stay at one of those beautiful resorts and pay for everything so that there's no arguing, there is no worrying about who's going to pay for this. No, you can't have that. Well, no, that's going to be too much. No, you won't have to worry about those things. And you can have those happy experiences, you know? So we have to really, really get to the root of our beliefs and understand where they are coming from. 3, you have to work hard for money. Oh boy, did I believe this up until this year. No, last year, 2023. You know, I kind of prided myself on how hard I worked, sweating, additional hours, and, you know, taking work home after leaving the job that was in corporate America. And I wasn't even going on vacations because I worked too much, or I was too tired when I wasn't working. My idea was rest was not spending time with the family. My idea of rest was laying on the couch and watching television. Staying in the house like, nope, not going to do anything. Because I was working hard for money, and guess what? I wasn't getting much more than what the salary or the subscription price they were paying for me. It I almost feel like I'm in a conversation with you guys, like you're right in front of me talking. And it was like, no, you don't have to work hard for money. No. If you find your gifting and your talent, which is something that comes so easily to you, you don't have to put in all the hard work and effort to do that and be great at that. No, you don't have to work hard for money. And hard work does not equal more money. I just want to put that out there in case I did it. Because many of us, if we work a full-time job and we get a second job, it's to pay off a bill. It's to finance a bill. It's to help out what our full-time salary isn't able to take care of. And what I've realized, the harder I worked, it brought me more mental and emotional and physical pain. Physically, I was tired. I was on my feet, or I was typing on my computer, or I was wrecking my brain. I had a headache. You know, and then many times if I took on a second job or changed careers, the mental and the emotional that went along with it, the laboring that was, just correlated with it. It took me out. I was tired. And many times I wasn't even able to utilize, I wasn't even utilized in the way that was best for the company or organization, and that was in line with my gifting and my talents. And 4, stop saying I'm not good with money, or I'm broke, or I spend money. Because we have to be so conscious of the words that we speak. Because what we speak, the universe is going to conspire to make that come true. For instance, and let me just be very, very just real with this one. If you think that all people do is get over on people, guess what? You're going to come in contact with people that get over on people. Because that's what you're thinking. That's what you believe. So that is what you're going to come in contact with. You're going to come in contact with people at the grocery store. You're going to come in contact with the family members that get over on you. So we have to speak good things. So if we're saying I'm not good with money, or I'm broke, guess what? You're not going to be good with money, and you're going to be broke. One of the things you can say is, hey, I may not have the experience with money that I would like and desire. And that's when you have to start saying, okay, what do I need to do right now with what I have? so that my money situation gets better, so that my finances gets better, so that I live a life of freedom, so that I have those options. Because if you don't consider the mindset change in all of these beliefs, things will not change. Or you can make a lot of money, but if you still believe all these things, it's going to be feast or famine. You're going to have money, then it's going to be gone. You're going to have money, then it's going to be gone. Believe me, I know. I've been there like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. Because I made a lot of money, but I did not have the proper beliefs or the positive beliefs about money that would have helped me sustain in that financial, freedom that I had. So now I was on the mountain peak, on the peak. Now I'm back in the valley, working on my mindset, building the wealth, so that when I go back to the peak, I prepared in the valley, so I can stay on the peak longer. And if I were to have another, season in my life where things are not as, lucrative as I would like, I prepared in the valley. So if I have to go back down the valley, I won't be down there long. And then I can also be comfortable in the valley. Because one, my beliefs about money, two, preparation, and three, I've had a cushion because of the preparation in the valley and the beliefs. Because right now, I'm in a season of cleaning the dross, getting all the dross out of my beliefs. All of the negative beliefs about money. And I have to be conscious every day what I speak and what I say, what I listen to. And one of the biggest things that I do outside of, these four beliefs is I tell myself nothing's too hard for me to do. Nothing's too hard for me to do. Whether it's consulting, whether it's coaching, whether it's building an entire, online business, which I just finished today. And I had to build it. I had to connect domains and do just a lot of things. And when I started it months ago, my belief was, this is too much. I can't. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And this week, I began to tell myself, you can do it. Nothing is too hard for you. I literally figured it out in one day, in a couple of hours. What was taking me over a week of telling myself, this is too hard. And guess what? It was too hard. I went back in there yesterday, like, okay, wait a minute, let me get my mind right. Okay, I can do this. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting up early. When I tell you I was up before 6 a.m. because I was ready for the challenge. Because guess what? It was not too hard for me. I had to tell myself that so that I would begin to believe it, and I saw it come to fruition today. That's why it's so important that I share this journey with you and these experiences and, these triumphs and then the ups and the downs. Because I always say this, I'm not the only one. But just a quick recap as I close. The beliefs that are keeping you poor, broke, and stagnant. That going after money is selfish, wrong, or ungodly. Untrue. 2, money can't buy you happiness. Yes, it can. 3, you have to work hard for money. You do not. 4, I'm not good with money. You are good with money. You just have to believe you're good with money. You have to believe you're good with money. You have to tell yourself, I am good with money. I am great with money. And you have to stick with it. You have to, your actions every day, just one thing every day, one decision you make every day to believe that you are good with money. When you want to go to the Dollar Tree and you want to get some snacks, or you want to go and purchase, make a purchase, ask yourself, is this something I really want? Because I'm good with money, I am responsible with money. Well, that's it for today. I just want to thank you for tuning in to the We Cultivate Wealth podcast. I'll see you again on the next podcast. Bye and have a great day.